Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I hope y'all are doing well. We have made it to Friday, y'all. We have made it to Friday. It has been a week. Okay, it has most definitely been a week for at least for me. Okay, so I am so glad to see Friday. And I am glad that you all are here with me. This is your boy Chef Don Don. Good morning, happy Friday. Yes, we say Friday because we are glad it's Friday. Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Um, listen, I was just pondering through some things, and I said to myself, it sounds crazy saying that, but I was saying to myself, mentally, it is okay to sometimes say that you need a break or that you need time to focus on you. You need time to focus on um things that might get you a little off your rocker sometimes. But you know, I just woke up like really humble. I actually ain't really sleep well. But I woke up with a humble spirit. Um, just because listen, y'all, it's been crazy. It's been crazy, and I can only imagine what you all are dealing with as well. And I just want to send um love, prayers, light to everyone. Um, because this thing called life was never meant to be easy. And I know that sometimes mentally we'll say that we're okay and we're really not. And I think that when you can address that, that's the first step of making things okay, right? So I just wanted to open up with that because it is Friday and I know that it's been a week for a lot of people. It's been a lot going on just in the news. So I can only imagine personal life. So I just again want to say love and light to everyone. Okay. Let me speak to y'all because y'all know I got manners. All right. What's going on, Miss Leela? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Simply Elegant One. Good morning to Amber. Good morning, Nursing 38. Good morning, Char Baby 3. Good morning, Monique. Good morning, Keita. Good morning, Beth. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, VS Speaks. Good morning, Diane. Good morning, Mama V. Good morning, Vernita. Good morning, Natty. Good morning, Veronica. Good morning, Diane. I don't know if I spoke, but I felt like I already did, but I'm gonna give it to you again. Good morning, Claudia. Um, Good morning, Joyce. Good morning, Chandalin. Good morning to Mia. Let's see here. I'm on a leave from work right now because I needed mandatory rest. Or I needed to rest. Self-care is mandatory. That is absolutely true. Yeah, and listen, it's the weekend, it's Friday. And whatever self-care looks like for you, whether that be to take a break, go get your nails did, go get your feet scrubbed down, rubbed down, go get your back rubbed on, scrubbed on. You know, you may decide to get you a little vitamin D. Listen, that ain't none of my business. But what I am saying though is honestly, y'all gotta remember that we are human. Y'all, we human. We human. We're gonna mess up. We're gonna make mistakes. We are gonna go through things that are beyond our control. But it's not about how you fall, but it's about how you get back up. All right. I just want that to stick with y'all today. Hopefully that blesses somebody in the spirit. Okay. It blesses y'all in the spirit. I ain't know, I just felt like coming to y'all with a word because I had one on my heart. So I just want to get y'all that. Hopefully it blesses y'all. Hopefully it blesses y'all. If that bless y'all, can y'all put a chef emoji in the chat? If that bless y'all, um, hopefully it was real good to you. You know, sometimes we have to shut down our mental computer and do much deleting. I like that. I like that right there. Do much delete. I like that. I like that. I like that. Hey Diane. Diane says yes, chef. Hey, high vibe. How are you? How are you? Um, yeah, thank you, Vernita. Thank you so very much. Because hopefully that's a word to y'all and hopefully help you get through this weekend. Because again, we are human. We are human, y'all. We are human. Now, that doesn't give us a reason to not take accountability for areas that we need to work on. However, just a little bit of grace because you are human. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Simply Elegant One. Thank you, Shondaland. Thank you, Keita. Thank you, Diane. Thank you. I appreciate that. I just again hope that that helps somebody along the way. All right. All right, so let's get into some things, you guys. 30% off right now, back to school sale for goalies. Um, Make sure you get those free shipping as well. And then also, too, please make sure that you join Patreon. We are going to be having an exclusive conversation over in Patreon in regards to um the uh, what's the man name with them big ugly shoulders and arms? What is his name? Derek Jackson. We're gonna have an exclusive conversation about that because I have a lot to say. I do. And I said some of it in the video from yesterday, but I have a lot to say. So we're gonna talk about that. And then there's some other things that's gonna be dropping in Patreon. So y'all stay tuned. Thank you, Mama B. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, Coach Leslie. How you doing this morning? How you doing? How you doing? I feel like I've been seeing you in a while. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I hope everything is going well for you. Hope everything is going well for you. All right. So, um, listen, again, it has been a crazy week. But before I do that, quick announcement. We are going to be discussing this in depth on my backup channel. So if you're not subscribed to the backup channel, get subscribed to the backup channel, D Chef Don Don Productions. Make sure you get subscribed because we're gonna go all the way back. Now, if you don't remember, this was the case from 2016, where AJ was being accused of unaliving his parents. Well, he was sentenced yesterday, or maybe the day before yesterday, but he was sentenced to life, which they had already said that that was going to be the case. But we're going to go back to the interviews that he did. We're going to go back to the initial police report, the story, the 911 call. We're going to do all of that on the backup channel. So make sure you subscribe. These are the type of things that we're gonna be elaborating on is stories like this. And I feel like it's better if I go live about it because of it's a lot of stuff to talk about when it comes to this case. But yes, he unalived his parents, and okay, Simply Elegant One says that she remembers. Coach Leslie says been working, catching replays. Love this. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, mods, for posting the backup channel in the chat. Hey, Shar, how are you? Um, but please make sure you subscribe because we are going to have this conversation over there. Very detailed conversation, very informative conversation. Like I said, I want to go back and pick up 911 calls, try to go back and pick up those initial interviews that he did right after this particularly happened. And so, child, it's interesting. Oh, I think y'all can hear the fan in the background. So I'm about to turn it off real quick. All right. So thank you, nursing 38. I appreciate that. Beth says just subscribe. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to that backup page, baby, because it is some stuff on there. All right. All right. So it's Friday, so we're gonna get into some hot topics. Some that we've discussed throughout the week, and some that may be new. Okay, so y'all already know it's been hot all week. It's been hot off of the press all week, all week, all week. We've been discussing. Bishop Noel Jones' wife, Lady Loretta Jones. Um, you know, her they say that she's resting up right now. She's getting her rest. The accuser came out, or not the accuser, but the attacker came out and he admitted to the attack, child. And we were not making fun of her mental health, but there were a lot of accusations and a lot of things that were said in that particular video that for you to get on Facebook and say it's just crazy and beyond, right? So, we got a kiki out of it. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't gonna even lie. But First Lady was I guess greeting the guest. I've I've kind of heard, let me go ahead and put my alleged banner up here. I've heard like two or three different stories. I did hear that this happened while they were like greeting the guests. You know how, you know, they do, come to church, they greet the guests and stuff like that. So I think that's one of the things that I heard. And then allegedly I also heard too that it was in the middle of her, minding her business, her first lady business worship. So I don't know, but either way it goes, Miss Mamas didn't have no business going in there and attacking the first lady like she did. You know what I'm saying? And I do hope that some consequences are I mean, also too, I hope her mental health is addressed. I don't ever think that it should go unaddressed and then she, suffers the consequences of her actions. I do think both need to happen. Um I wanted to make sure that I expressed to the audience that no one was making light of her mental health or anything of that sort. Okay. Good morning, Yvette. How are you? How are you? But we had to report the story, and that was one of the trending topics for this week. So again, Lady Loretta is getting her rest. And my hope, and I say this, good morning, Cheryl. I say this. I don't think that she needs to go back to church. And I hate to be like that because you the first lady. Everybody want to see your face. Well, I'm not gonna say everybody, but most want to see your face. But it's almost like a you don't need to go back because that lady is still out. She on the loose, okay, and it's a lot going on. So anyway, uh, 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 are you all praying for Lady Loretta? That she gets the good rest that she needs. Um, and don't head back over there to the church. Okay. All right. There's 50 people in here. Please hit the like button as you come on up in here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Listen. Um, Thank you. Shout out to all of the members on the channel as well. Shout out to y'all. Hope you guys are doing well. All right. Stay tuned to the membership as well, because I will be dropping the link over there for our conversation as well about what I said a while ago. All right. So another trending topic this week. All right. Um, Paramount decides to no longer sell their shares for BET Paramount VH1. All right. Yesterday the blogs were ate up pretty much for reporting not too long ago that Tyler Perry did buy, but unfortunately Tyler Perry gave he wanted to give 2 bill, okay, 2 billion, 2 billion, and they wanted 3 billion for it, and they stated that you know he kind of lowballed them. But I again will go on the record and say this, and I've been saying this for the longest. I feel like this was a bag that was fumbled on Paramount behalf, BET and VH1. I think that there was a bag fumbled because I was talking yesterday, and I said one of the things that we have to remember is what BET used to be back in the day. None of us are tuning in to BET like that. and we just gonna keep it all the way 100. Even when they airing the Soul Train Awards, the BET Awards, all these award shows, baby, we barely want to tune into those too. So here's my thing. Back in the day when BET was something, when Monique had her show on there, 106 in Park, Hell Date, uh uh, there were so many reality shows, so many just of a variety of shows that were on BET that were absolutely amazing. I felt like deep down in my gut that TP was going to make that happen again for our black, because where are our talk shows? You see people like they tried to give Mary J. Blige a talk show recently. What is that talk show doing like? Because I don't see no more clips from it or nothing. She had what, three, 4 episodes, and then it was done. Like, it's really weird how they go about doing stuff. And I think everyone feels this same way. BET lost its juice when Deborah Lee took over. Y'all can say, well, I'm gonna say in my opinion. Let me say that. Let me say that. In my opinion, BET lost its juice when Deborah Lee took over. Because I feel like Deborah Lee was trying to smile, and you know what? I don't think y'all ready for this conversation. We might have to we might have to do this one in Patreon. We might have to do this one in Patreon. I don't think y'all ready for this kind of talk here. um, I just I again feel like it's just a bad fumble, and I'm gonna leave it at that because here's the thing again for me. I College Hill, an ultimate authentic reality show. What y'all giving us now on BET Plus with these celebrities aren't giving us authentic what they graduate with a they there for 30 days, they get a certificate, no shade to them for doing it because I feel like I understand the opportunity, but us saying that that's like it's not good TV. Not in my opinion, it's not. I mean, listen, all these other networks, they got their dating shows, they got these kind of like it's just really weird. And we sit back and pretend like we watching BET knowing good and well we is not watching no BET. I think more people probably tune into BET Plus than tune into BET. And that's just and the reason being is because of Tyler Perry, Medea, all of that stuff over there on BET Plus. Some of the shows are exclusive to BET Plus, but then some of them are showing on BET. But I mean, it's like a lot of rerun. You know what I'm saying? It's just not what it used to be. I again feel like, now I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I don't know if anybody will vouch for me in the comment section. I don't know if anyone will vouch for me in the comment section when I say this. A few years ago, I wanna say it was Medea on the Run. Imma be honest with y'all, one of the things that I love is a good stage play, and so I typically always tune into I wanna see Tyler Perry's plays live, right? I've seen just about all of them live, except for the first few, but after that, like, we got hooked on, you know what I'm saying? So we were on it. Um, we went to see, it was in Grand Prairie, and we went to see Medea on the Run. So this was the one before the farewell, right? And at that time, they had announced it was not BET Plus. Tyler Perry was actually having his own app at the time. He was literally marketing his own app at the time. Y'all, I kid you not. I don't know if it was specifically just for this, but I was telling the one of the guys that I went with, um, we were talking about it recently, and he was saying, "Yeah, I do remember that. It was Tyler Perry actually having his own app. It wasn't going to be BET Plus." Then a couple of months later, when I saw BET Plus and I saw that they were adding, because if you notice, Tyler Perry's movies aren't on BET Plus. It's the plays and the TV shows, right? So when they were announcing this, it was going to be his movies, it was going to be his TV shows and his plays. Okay. Um The movies are on other apps like Hulu. I think I seen something on what's the free one? Pluto, maybe. What's the other free one? Tubi, Netflix. You have all of those. Hey, Brittany, what's going on? You have all of those movies on different apps, different streaming services. But in the beginning, like I said, I remember it was Tyler Perry's app, and then a couple of months later, I realized they said that it was, gonna be BET Plus. I'm not sure BET will ever be back high again. Oh, absolutely. The moment Johnson sold it, it went downhill. Also, the audience grew from the music video age. Who I agree. I definitely agree. Yeah, his movies are on all of those other platforms where you have his plays and TV shows, which are only on BET Plus. You know, I really, I really, hmm, you know, I peep it. I peep it. I see what it is. I see what it is. Um, and in my personal opinion, I feel like Paramount again. Um, they fumbled the bag. All right. All right. So that's that on that. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So we have been hearing the news of Michael Orr filing a complaint. We want to be very specific. It was not a lawsuit, it was a complaint filed, a petition, okay, for the conservatorship to end. Now, see, this is why I'm still side eyeing the Tui family because the conservatorship is still active. You know, y'all, I'm promise you, I'm gonna have to be proven wrong, wrong, wrong. And again, this is just my opinion. I don't see it for these people because I do feel like these people really played on this man's intelligence. And for us to come out with all of these technical terms, which I understand when you have a lawyer in place, they're gonna do that. I get that part. But I feel like these folks is tap dancing on us, y'all. I do. I feel like they just tapping on our heads, tapping on our intelligence, and tapping on his too. And I don't, I don't, mm. Oh, they're releasing him from it. Folks confused as to how they even got in it in the first place. I mean, the petition that was filed in the courts. I, y'all, I read a few pages of that because I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't read the whole thing, but I read a few pages of that, and I was a little floored because, girl, what y'all doing? And then another thing that I feel like people are missing is this whole trust. Y'all saying that the checks was going to the trust. What a trust. Who got access to the trust? Oh, the conservators. Girl, again, I want to see how this is going to continue to play out. No, they do not need to strip Sandra Bullock's Oscar for this. She ain't got nothing to do with it. She was asked to clock in, clock out, and that's exactly what she did. She don't got y'all don't got no reason to be over here wanting to snatch her Oscar like she got something to do with it. Okay. That's just like wanting to punish the man that played Michael Orr. I can never remember his name. No disrespect, But that's just like saying that, like, he should be responsible for Michael or filing a complaint or filing a petition. That's not how it works. Like, we can't do that. That's not how that works. Okay. So, um, I feel like, and I told y'all this before, I feel like this is going to be a never ending kind of situation. Okay. And just my opinion there. Just my opinion. But yeah, I pray he gets all the money that's owed to him. Yeah, I agree too. I agree with that. I agree with that. All of his troubles, I pray your troubles away. Okay, sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm churchy, honey. Y'all know I'm churchy. Y'all hit that like button as y'all come on up in here. 65 people in the house. I appreciate y'all for being here and tuning in to this messy Friday morning show, honey. We just chit chatting it up about the news throughout the week. Some we've talked about, some we have not discussed, and it's going to be our first time discussing it. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Hit that like button. Want you to feel like you are at the house, okay? Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Come on in this kitchen. All right. Join our Patreon. It is $4 to join our Patreon. All right, join our Patreon so you can be a part of our exclusive conversations. All right, right here on the channel. All right. So it has been an interesting week. All right. And so I want to start off with a couple of things here that just so happen to be trending. Um in the news. All right. Now, because I know a lot of people, have sent me this story. And so I wanted to make sure um that we get into this. So hold on one second. Um okay. So let's get into this story here. All right. So I don't know if you guys recall, this was a situation that happened there in Michigan where this young 12-year-old boy was seen taking out the trash. And of course, you had your officer traumatized this child. Okay. So, kind of want to give an update. I don't know if I originally talked about this. I had every intention to talk about this. There was a guy that was actually recording the whole incident while it was happening. So, let's get into this. Now, a 12-year-old boy who was wrongfully detained by, is it Lansing police in Michigan, is now speaking out. As previously reported, the police department released a statement after the incident went viral earlier this month. Tashawn Bernard and his father, Michael Bernard, sat down for an exclusive interview with Good Morning America following the incident earlier this month. The 12-year-old explained what when it happened, I was really shocked and frightened about like the situation and how it happened. And right now, I'm feeling just the same way. Like just really shocked how it came to this circumstance of what's going on. Now, Michael Bernard explained to the outlet that his son is a straight A student who wants to become an engineer. He believes the situation could have worsened had his son panicked. Now, I was so mad, I didn't want to hear anything. Uh, at this time and era in America, I am scared for. All right. Now, I want to first say this. This right here was very much uncalled for. And I do feel like um the uh uh um the 12-year-old is going to be very traumatized by these types of situations. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all can say what y'all want, one of the biggest fear is being pulled over, not really knowing what can happen to you. If you make it out of the situation as a black person, okay, and then for you to be a black man, for you to make it out of that situation, we have to be grateful and thankful because this type of stuff right here happens also often. I'll go ahead and tell you guys another story. I don't have it directly in front of me, but here in Frisco, Texas, which is uh, um, far north of Dallas, um, there was a situation where this couple got pulled over and they had their son and their nephew in the car, I believe. And um they were getting ready to head to a scrimmage or something of that sort. And because this vehicle fit the description, now I'm not saying this one wasn't, I don't think that this one wasn't necessarily tied with racism, but I'm just giving the example because it could have went worse, right? Um they stopped these people. These people were innocent, but I'm saying that to say that those children are always traumatized. Kids are traumatized when you take them through something like this. You know what I'm saying? Like it traumatizes them. And I just again feel like we have to be grateful for making out of any situation with any police. We got to be grateful about it because it's crazy out here. You try to do what you can do to cooperate, and you just still, I mean, you scared, you don't know what to do. Listen, listen, I am always going to be praying for our black people, especially in situations like this, because this is never easy. Okay. And I'm praying for those children that they get the help that they need, and hopefully, it I don't know. It just it's crazy. Good morning, Shalika. Good morning, Lakeisha. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you hit the like button as you came on up in here. My niece lives in Frisco, Texas. Come on, niece. Hey, niece, living in Frisco. Hey, niece. Yeah. So again, I just kind of want to give you guys an update on this story right here when it comes to that young man. Again, I can only imagine what this is doing to him still currently to this day. So yeah. All right. Um, y'all, I really I really didn't want to talk about this, but I feel like since I brought it up in an earlier video, I need to go ahead and address this thing right here. Okay. So hold on one second. Let me share this. So this is in the reality TV realm. Some of us are watching Love and Hip Hop. Some of us are wondering why Love and Hip Hop is still a thing. However, y'all know we have Atlanta is premiering right now. From my understanding, they filmed this first part some months back, which y'all know how filming goes or whatever. And from my understanding, they are getting close to wrapping filming for the second half that is to come. All right. On this past episode, Sierra came. Hey, good morning, Demi W. How are you? How are you? Sierra came out and stated that Safari called her or texted her and said that he would like to talk to her, only to tell her that he wanted to be with her or whatever the case may be, right? And everybody was dragging Sierra, talking about, Sierra probably lying, Sierra lying, Sierra lying. So Sierra goes live and she addresses it. She lets us know that she really saw Bambi like a sister. She also saw Erica like a sister, talking about their divorce and how she had been there for their divorce and how they uh, treated her as a friend after the divorce or whatever the case may be. One thing I will say is it has looked like Sierra has probably been, I don't care for Sierra, but it does look like she has been one of the most supportive um to both of them considering their situations with their significant others, their exes or whatever the case may be. That's just my opinion, right? However, Sierra gets online to clear some things up. Bambi knew all along about Safari allegedly letting um Sierra know he wants to be with. I thought that was weird. Anyway, so they're talking about this situation, and for me, she goes on to say that her, Bambi, and Erica are no longer friends. One thing I will say is I do feel like their reunion is gonna be very interesting, child. Because the season is giving a little something. It's giving a little something. So I feel like the reunion is definitely going to be interesting because I'm really trying to figure out in my head. I see people saying that Bambi was loyal to Sierra for not saying in that scene that she knew about the situation. But if Sierra told Erica that she did not want to talk about this on camera, it's giving setup. It's also giving um y'all. This might really come off harsh. It really might. It really might. But I'm really not going to apologize for saying this. I really get so sick and tired of us wanting to make Erica this big old victim or Bambi as well, this big old victim in their marriage, their husbands and spouses are mistreating them so much. And oh, they're doing it. We're not gonna do that because I'm going to say throughout us seeing these marriages on TV, they have both contributed things on both ends to the downfall of their marriage or whatever the case may be. I get really tired of us wanting to make excuses for these women's actions and then want to dog the men out. I feel like it go both ways. The men ain't no good and the women, y'all not gonna sit up here and act like you didn't know who you married before you married them. And also, too, you're not gonna sit up here and pretend like you didn't contribute to the downfall of the marriage. I get tired of that. And I get tired of it on Bambi's end and on Erica's end. Stop acting like y'all just these innocent birds that's been sitting over in the corner just doing everything right. Get out of here. Get out of here. Y'all can literally sit up and dog men out, but then your actions can never be called out. I don't like that. I don't like it. And yes, I said it. We sit up and make excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse for the woman. But the nigga ain't no good. He a dog. Now we know Safari, and y'all can say what y'all want to about Scrappy, but we get their pattern. We see how they move. But I'm just saying in general, we still call out men for doing the exact same thing that women do, and women don't get called out for it. I have an issue with that, and I know a lot of y'all might not agree, but I don't like it. Erica and Bambi who knew who they made. Absolutely. Erica called out Bambi's action and she's a pick me. Are you saying Bambi is a pick me? Listen, I don't and I've said this time and time again. Y'all stop. Oh, Safari took her through so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, granted, she went through something, she lost some weight, not making light of that. But my God, today, what did Erica Mena do? What did she contribute to the downfall of this marriage? It works both ways. Stop dogging these men out and then want to cover up what the women doing. I just, whew, I've been waiting to get that out for a long time. Okay. And I know a lot of people ain't gonna agree, but you know I'm speaking facts and I'm speaking the truth. Oh, old folks are calling Erica Dixon a pick me for calling out Bambi's actions. Child, I I just I just don't get it. I don't get it. We want to sound so innocent. I be listening to these confessionals, thinking in my mind, she wants Scrappy to take all this accountability, but girl, are you doing any of it? Are you doing any of it? Bambi, you want Scrap to take. I mean, I said that backwards. Erica wants Safari to take accountability, and then Bambi wants Scrap to take accountability. But are y'all taking accountability for what y'all done, said, the actions? Come on now. I just I honey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, okay. So some of y'all agreeing with me. I'm tired of all of them, honestly. I agree. I'm tired of the same old storyline over and over and over again. It's always about cheating and divorce. Listen, 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 and listen to me good. I, I don't like that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I'm gonna tie housewives into this. And here's the reason why I'm gonna tie housewives into this. Okay, I don't understand this whole reality TV of we gotta see divorces, we gotta see the breakdown of people's marriages and people's families and stuff like that. No, I want to see a balance. Where is the balance, y'all? Where is the balance? We don't, there are black love stories out here. There are black couples who are still together, thriving, making it happen. There are, I mean, their kids are doing great. There is so much going on, but we always want to focus on the downfall of a family. And I don't understand why we as black people love to see that stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm watching these reality shows, but this is one of the things that I'm noticing. Now, when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta, for an example, right? We can call her boring as much as we want to, and we can actually call her family boring as much as we want to. But one thing that Sanya is bringing that a lot of, with the exception of Candy, one thing that Saya is bringing on the TV screen is her true, authentic family. Whether we like them or not, that is bringing positive energy of a marriage and family. We're actually seeing that. There needs to be a balance. And I, again, don't like this stigma of, oh, you go on reality TV, you building a curse around your marriage. I don't think that that's always the truth. I think that that happens if you allow it to, because there are marriages that can be strong and that can be on a deep foundation. And I don't know. And maybe it's just me, but I feel like that there should be some type of balance. And I figure if we figure out what that balance is, it will make some of these shows much more enjoyable to watch. Okay, you got Drew going through a divorce. But you got now we always see the same, no shade, but we always see the same thing from Candy them. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of projects, don't really have time to do a lot of things. So we get that aspect of it. We don't get Mama Joyce as much or whatever the case may be. But I just feel like, again, there needs to be a soul balance between this reality of going through a divorce and then the reality of still having a loving and happy family, because it still does exist, you know. That's all the housewives, because RHOA and RHOP have nothing on the meanness of RHOC, RHOP. BH and RHO, and J, Black housewives have never tried to get folks committed. Ooh, I met my now husband when I was 17. I will be 45 in October. Oh, well, happy early birthday, Sheila. Happy early birthday. There are already cracks in the marriage when they come on the show, and being on the show brings light to it. But and I Natty, I guess this is my issue too. I get that, right? But why can't we all it's always still a downfall. There's never showing of people building back up and being able to pick up where they left off and move on. When I know in reality, in real life, that is some of the things that are happening. Not everybody is falling, by the wayside. I guess I don't know. I just feel like there needs to be a balance. But I can agree with that. Sometimes, when when the cameras come around, it doesn't and I feel like that is some of the downfall of some of these marriages is the cameras and what we'll do for the cameras as well. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying there needs to be a balance. Erica think that she makes Safari look bad whole time, making herself look worse. That's what I'm saying. And stop responding to him because we know he ain't no good. Why do you always feel like, and I feel like this with Sierra too. Y'all do not have to always come out and prove your point on social media. I feel like Sierra do it every single time. Now I feel like she responded to this for very much so publicity for her ghetto girl season. And I'm just being real with y'all. That's it. I'm just being all the way 100 with you. I do feel like that's why she did that. I feel like she did that so she can market on her on that. And Chandler, I think that's a stigma that we have to that we're set to believe because I don't believe that that's always the case. A lot of these other positive shows are getting millions of views and actually beating the mess. Come on, let's whoo child. Oh, by the way, y'all, interestingly enough, um, y'all know the Housewives was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta and the Real Housewives of Orange County was on a Celebrity Family Feud Sunday. And from my understanding, honey, they got 3.7 million viewers while they were on um Celebrity Family Feud. Interestingly enough, as well, the people was calling Sheree slow, okay, because she only racked up with 32 points, and then Kenya came behind her and wrapped up 146, something like that. I can't remember exactly, but girl, I'm trying to tell y'all, with Mina, that she does become Mina Me lies real bad on black women. I'm talking about Erica Lee. Erica Mina Leaks. Erica Mina Leaks, because I'm convinced she wants to look. She went to her makeup artist, she went to her stylist, she went to everybody and said, uh, please make me look like Nene Leaks. I'm convinced. I'm very much so convinced. Sheree is very embarrassing. Sheree is very embarrassing. And I always got something to say about Sheree, child. Always. Always and forever. Always and forever. Okay. Hey, A. Williams, how are you? How are you? Kenya did her making sure they bring in the yeah, yeah. Kenya did that. Kenya did that. Kenya did that. I was like, come on, Kenya. But we know Kenya. Kenya gonna eat that up. Kenya gonna eat that up. Now, um, you know, I have a family member that is really working my nerves. Okay. And when I say working my nerves, I mean they are working my nerves to the uttermost. Okay. I am extremely irritated. Okay. But I want them to know this. Um, you don't get nothing from me. Y'all, I got a question for y'all. What y'all think about this? What y'all think about this right here? What y'all think she can ready to go do with that? With that water gun filled with that anointing oil. Now we already know that water guns barely work. You squirt that water gun 2 or 3 times, honey, and it's jammed and won't work no more. The little trigger on the thing don't work no more. How you gonna put oil in a water gun? What is this? Nita, I need you to come outside. Nita. Good morning, Latavia. How are you? How are you? I don't know if I gave you a proper greeting, CM, but good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, y'all bless the pass the collection plate. While we talking about Sister Juanita, whatever your heart may desire, y'all go ahead and pass that collection plate. It is 10:11 Central Time and 11:11 Eastern Time. Huh? Somebody? Okay, y'all pass that collection plate. Good morning, Sharice. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I want to know, what is this? Do you what do you do when it gets jammed and the trigger no longer works? What do you do with it? Do you take the little cap off and you pour the oil all over their head like that man did? Or what do you do with this? Cause I'm confusion like the rest of. Juanita is she is just you know that oil gonna stiffen up. You know that oil is not gonna go through that through that gun like that. What is you doing? What is you doing, Nita? I need answers, Nita. This is just about the same as you telling people where is their bra? Where is your bra? And then she said that the people was over there in the corner and was gonna let Deacon Jones hit. That's what she said. She was gonna let Deacon Jones hit. Well, not she said, she was saying that the women in the church, when they don't want no stockings, they don't want no bras, they don't want no panties and stuff like that, that you just want to lift up your dress and go in the corner and let Deacon Jones hit. That's what Nita said. I didn't say that. And if y'all want the evidence, I can play it. I'm yeah, I just I want to know what this is. Can somebody explain to me how this works. So let's just say that you have 30 people that come down for a word from the Lord, and you're going to shoot them in the head with oil. You're going to shoot them in the head with oil. They're all going to get all in their eyes and stuff. And I guess you're going to blame that on I, I'm confused. I really am. Um, I don't know what this is. I really don't. I'm gonna go on record and say that this ain't cute. Okay. Why you shooting people with oil? What they said? What they said in the Bible? What they said? What they said? Where we shooting people with the oil at? What they said? What they said? You come near me, I'ma shoot you with the oil. The oil of the Lord. Wow. You want to be shot with the oil? I will shoot you with the oil. Huh? Come here so I can shoot you with the oil. Have you ever been shot with the oil? Have you ever been shot with the oil? Can y'all imagine her doing that in a service like this?
Present you as he turns. This great leader, Chief Apostle Lamar Miller Whitehead. Come on.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking. And that's gonna lead us into Whitehead in just a moment because we're getting ready to talk about him too. Because I realized that I titled my video yesterday, and I apologize if y'all maybe because a couple of y'all was dragging me in the comments, and I was like, I need to change the title. But if y'all know, then y'all know what I've been dealing with, and so it's really like a press of the button, go live, and just keep pushing. But yeah. Y'all pray for your boy. Pray for your boy. Okay. I knew you was going to play that video. I'm just saying. I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering. Okay. So I want to give everybody an update on the bishop. Okay. We hadn't talked about him in a while. Because he's been over there quiet just a little bit because we're gonna put allegedly up here. There's no such thing as a Whitehead Estates. Now, if y'all know that was the Connecticut property, okay, that he had, and what I want y'all to do is I want y'all to head over to Pam Esquire's channel where she has talked about his entire situation as far as that Connecticut property. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. I didn't I didn't really start from the beginning when it came to that property. So there's a lot of things that I don't really necessarily understand. However, Pam will explain it to y'all, and then also too, I'm getting ready to put the video in the comment section, and then also too, um, okay, hold on one second. Let me copy. Here we go. Okay, so that's the video to Pam speaking on the Connecticut case when it comes to the Whitehead Estates. Now, the interesting thing in regards to this is that Belmonte mentioned about the financing when it comes to the Whitehead estates and other things. So I want y'all to pay very close attention to those videos over there to make sure that you don't miss anything. So subscribe to Pam Esquire. She keeps us updated on all of the latest news when it comes to the bishop and other people. Brandon Belmonte, who the other people saw that she been oh, young F. Wiley. She's over there talking about young F. Wiley and uh uh all these people. So child, y'all got to follow Pam. Y'all got to follow Pam. Okay, so let's get into what I want to update y'all on. Hold on one second. While I do that, while I pull this up, I want to thank Miss Vernita for the Cash App. Thank you very, very much. And I also want to thank Nursing 38 for the Cash App. Look at y'all. Thank y'all so much for the blessings. We appreciate it over here. And guess what we do? We bump about it. Hey, shout out to y'all for blessing the channel. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys an update on um Whitehead and Miss Jones. Okay. I do want to talk about Whitehead and Miss Jones. All right. So hold on one second. Let me pull this up. Hit that like button and subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the backup channel because we are going to be going live on the backup channel later on today. All right, so you all know that there has been, like a back and forth, back and forth between Miss Tarsha Jones. Now, I want to be very clear. Tarsha Jones, not Tasha K. Okay. Tarsha Jones, speaking of Tarsha K, this man got me saying Tarsha K. Her name is Tasha K. Okay. Pam is going live at 2 o'clock to discuss Tasha K's husband and how he lawyered up in the bankruptcy case, and also to Belmonte's records and stuff. And I promise y'all, oh, that's members only. So y'all make sure y'all get in the members only chat, honey. Get in the members only. Get in the members only. Go ahead and subscribe to Pam members only. That's the only way you're gonna be able to watch it if you subscribe. So not sharing the link. Get subscribed to her members only. Okay. However, let's get into this. So, Tasha Jones was the original radio station personnel that Whitehead was suing for defamation because he said that allegedly she stated, and this is in the complaint, that he was a drug dealer and that he was hiding money in the church and all of this kind of stuff. Yeah, like that, allegedly. Okay. And so he sued her originally for 50 million. Then he stated that him and his attorneys and his team went over the documentation from the transcripts and they decided to make sure Juanita would tell you what's on her mind. Yeah, and Juanita is one of the most hypocriticals that like to tell people what's on her mind. She is very hypocritical. Very hypocritical. Girl, you get up and I'm about to get back to Whitehead, but you get up and preach a whole sermon about how folks shouldn't be out here twerking and going on, and you over here gyrating and jiggling the Mary J. Blige just fine, fine, fine. There's no way you could butter that up and say, "Oh, that's different. That's different." What's different about it? The same thing you preaching is the same thing you doing, girl. Goodbye. Okay. And also, too, I'm not gonna never forget Juanita in that underwear gate. She could have ruined that man's life. And that's all I got to say about that. I talk about her in Patreon only because I have a lot of things. People know I don't fool with Juanita. I don't fool with her. And also, too, I'm trying to figure out how you gonna go in a church service and take somebody grown phone away. Girl, if you don't get out of my face, I don't fool with Juanita, and y'all know that. So anyway, yeah, she over there jiggling and gyrating. Fine, fine, fine. Woo. But then gonna preach a sermon about twerking and bopping to the hip hop. Girl, that's the same thing. Mary J. Blige ain't out here talking about Jesus being fine. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. All right. Whew, you kind of got me a little activated, A. Williams, with that. With that Juanita stuff. Oh, okay. So, okay, sorry. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have a day where we talk about all of this stuff because I have my feelings about. Thank you, Coach Leslie, for asking for the Patreon link. There it is from the Nightbot. Thank you, Shalika, for putting that in the comment section. But yeah, Juanita can hang it up when it comes to me. I don't do Juanita. Anyway, um, Lamar Whitehead versus Tarsha Nicole Jones. Okay, now after they read the transcripts, he claims that once his legal team read the transcripts, they upped the lawsuit to 150 mil. Okay, now in that process, there were some things taking place. No, what you mean wrong, Patreon? That's right. That's right. You did it right. Guess Juanita likes what she sees when she's walking past the mirror. now that's funny. That's real funny. That's funny. So here's my thing. Now I will let y'all know we're gonna have a conversation exclusively and Patreon only. Patreon is $4 right now. And we're gonna talk about I know we still gonna talk about the Brad and Judy. I ain't forgot about that. But we really gonna talk about Danae and Derek Jackson as well. And then we're gonna talk about Juanita. We're gonna also talk about Bishop Noah Jones and this alleged child. Absolutely. We're gonna talk about that over there in Patreon and some things dealing with that. Yeah, oh yes. Patreon about to start getting lit. Okay. Patreon really about to start getting lit. So y'all might be going to get y'all subscription now. All right. So let's get into it. Now again, um Tarsha Jones was being sued for 150 million, right? Now, in the process of them actually increasing, there was some documentation that was supposed to be turned in, done on time, but it wasn't done on time, which then caused y'all. Remember when he went live and said that Pam was lying about the case being dismissed? It was dismissed. You know what I'm saying? So now y'all remember that I reported to y'all and told y'all that they were trying to get it restored based off of this affidavit that needed to be filed, right? And I told y'all that per the latest statement that is saying that it is dismissed. Now, this is the latest court documentation, right? Um, so then they tried to reactivate it. So it did look like that there was a situation with the courts, but he was always saying that the courts made a huge mistake. They technically did not make just a huge mistake. It was the timing of everything. So now the final thing here, y'all, is that the case is discontinued. It's dismissed. Please take notice that pursuant of And then it gives the NY code. The above entitled action is hereby voluntarily discontinued as against defendant Paramount Global, DBA Paramount, WXBX, and 94.7 FM and 94.7 The Block, only without cost to any party, and this notice may be filed with the clerk of the courts without further notice. Now, what I also go ahead and tell y'all too is that in this, um, they're saying that the bishop allegedly is going to have to pay her lawyer fees. Okay, the case was dismissed, and you are still going to have to pay those lawyer fees because that is one of the things that was in the dismissal. That the lawyer fees going you gonna have to pay up. You have to pay ups. You got to miss stuff like the BET awards and stuff like that. You're gonna have to miss that type of stuff. You ain't gonna be able to go to that type of stuff. And and listen, I always hear him say he's a businessman, and that's the reason why he sued for all these large amounts. But is any businessman in their right mind thinking that they're gonna get these large amounts from these people? These people gonna be paying for the rest of their life on other debts, and you honestly believe in your mind that you're gonna get 150 million from the woman, and you think you're gonna get 360 million from Tasha K, and you thought you was gonna get 200 million from Belmonte. Like, honey, again, oh, thank you so much, Coach Leslie, for joining Patreon. Shout out to you and shout out to all of the Patreon members. Listen, if y'all are proud to be a Patreon member, can you go ahead and put the chef emoji in the chat? If you are a proud Patreon member, can you go ahead and put a chef emoji in the chat? Okay, we love our members over there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's some recipes over there. There's some more coming on the way. Um, yeah, I got y'all. I got y'all. Uh, so yeah, that's that. I mean, it's dismissed, y'all. I mean, and at this point, he's still ordered according to the court documents. He's ordered to pay those court fees. We've talked about that, but I just wanted to give y'all an update in regards to what was in the system and that discontinuance that I just read to you. That's all that it was. Discontinued. Okay. Period. Shout out to Mama B for the support. Shout out to Simply Elegant One for the support. Bishop Robbery is money hungry because he doesn't have like that. But that's the crazy thing though, Sharice. We gotta really think in our mind. You think that this woman at the radio station is able to even dish out $150 million to you, sir? Let's say that that was the judgment. Do you think that she's going to make $150 million in her lifetime to pay you? I'll just be trying to make it make sense. That's a lot of money. $150 million. Come on now. We got to be real about that thing. What businessman does that? I don't get it. And you can't squeeze no juice out of a lemon that ain't no juice to come out of. You can't do it. You just can't do it. What's the saying? You can't squeeze. What's the saying? I probably got it wrong. Trying to sound like something got it wrong. I was over here trying to say educated and like I know something of what I'm talking about. Good morning, St. James. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Shout out to St. James. Y'all go over there, follow St. James as well. Subscribe, hit that like button on the videos. All right. St. James is the one that initially broke the what was I gonna call her? Laura. I was gonna call her Laura Jones. Loretta Jones story. So you guys go check that out, and there's some more over there. You can't squeeze uh can't squeeze blood out of a turnip, can't squeeze blood out of a stone. Look at y'all with these different sayings. It's funny that that is different in different places. Shondelyn, what area are you in? Now we know St. James is on the West Coast. What area are you in? Cause you saying it's just a little bit different, and I would love to know what area you in. Cause you ain't wrong. I've heard that too. Hey, Symmetry, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you doing? Happy Friday to everybody, honey. Happy Friday. We made it. We made it to Friday, y'all. We made it. Cause whew, ain't it been a week? Born and raised in Michigan. Okay, see, just a little bit different. Just just a little bit different. Sam, I'm curious. Anybody from the country that has a different Sam has heard it different? Cause I thought it was you can't squeeze. I don't remember. I'm not even finna lie to y'all. We say it like St. James can't squeeze blood out of a turnip. Yeah. Okay. 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 And that's a Georgia. That's Georgia right there. Georgia. Georgia. We on the grind and we on the time and we um okay, so couple other things I want to talk about. I wanted to give y'all an update on Whitehead and Jones. Let's get into a few more things, and then I ain't gonna hold y'all long. Ain't that how the Reverend said? He ain't gonna hold you long, but I ain't gonna hold you long. But one thing we must do is subscribe to the backup channel so that you guys won't miss the other live that we're going to do around 2 p.m. I'm sorry, Central Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time over there on the backup channel. We're going to be talking about the young man. I'm gonna get ready to put it on the screen so you guys can remember. But we're gonna go in depth over there on the backup channel. So again, make sure you subscribe. All right, so you guys remember this story. I remember I opened up talking about this story right here. This is the Armstrongs. Okay, y'all remember the Armstrongs in 2016? Their son AJ is standing right there. Um he did all his lying and interviews and all kind of stuff. And so I want to talk about it. I want to go in depth with it. I want to kind of go back to some of the things. And I just want to have a conversation. And that's kind of what the backup channel was supposed to be about. Kind of deep diving into these stories and kind of getting some background into what's going on. So hopefully you guys will be able to join me as we had this conversation because y'all, I knew based off of the 911 call, that 16-minute 911 call, I had the ultimate gut feeling that this boy unalived his parents. I just knew it. So yeah, we're gonna talk about all of that. So hopefully you guys will join me and have subscribed. Hey, cocktail hour with Catrice. How are you, love? How are you? How are you? What's going on, Sean? How are you? How are you? Shout out to we just had two new people join Patreon. Shout out to y'all for joining the Patreon family. We're gonna have some exclusive conversations over there that we can't necessarily have on this public platform just because it's always crazy, chat. Okay. Thank you so much, Sean Dolan, for subscribing. Hey, Sean, how are you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Happy Friday to you. Hope you guys are doing well. I opened up with the show, and I'll say it again. There's 63 people in here. I opened up the show with saying that if you are mentally not okay, it's okay to not mentally be okay. But the thing that you must do is own it, right? And then what we're gonna do to make it better? What we're gonna do to make it better? We're gonna be positive. We're gonna um um go throughout the day positive thinking only. All that negativity, we just gonna just put it to the side. Okay. So I want to say that to everybody. I just want to be an encouragement to you. Just want to be an encouragement to you on this good day. Okay. All right. So let's get into this next story. Now, yesterday I had to talk about this because this right here is the creepy, it's some creepy stuff. It's some nasty stuff. Okay. So We talked about this a little bit last night or yesterday evening, not necessarily last night, but yesterday evening, we talked about this. Okay. So this man, this Crowder man, this nasty looking individual, because he looks like eh, I just start scratching. Eh. So it's enough for me. But anyway, this young man, old man, nasty man, was caught in the Barnes and Nobles with this young lady, uh, sniffing and dipping and all of this kind of stuff behind her and uh 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 squatting down. And not only did he do it to this one lady, but he also did it to somebody else. So we're gonna watch this little TikTok here real quick. Shout out to the shout out to Hollywood Unlocked for this viral TikTok that went viral. Okay. So hold on one second. All right. Let's take a look at this, y'all.
Going to Barnes& and Noble and getting Starbucks. Except I ended up being stalked and violated the entire time. So I get to Barnes& and Noble and get my Starbucks. I'm super excited to look at books, but this is the area that it started. I was in this corner for a while and I noticed a guy was staring at me through that little hole, and I couldn't tell if I was being paranoid or if he was just reading a book and he just happened to be in that little corner. Anyways, it felt like anywhere I moved, he kept following me. So I recorded just in case he was trying to say anything or do anything to me. But I definitely didn't expect him.
Do y'all see that? Do y'all see what that man is doing? Do y'all see what that man is doing? I told y'all that I wish she'd had, and this is not to discount the moment or anything like that, but I wish she'd have had fought it so hard that it just blew him out of that Barnes and Noble back into the parking lot. That's what I wish she had done. Just fought it so hard because, sir, what is you and these Dumbo looking ears doing? Made me so bad. Listen, I'd have turned around and stomped the dog mess out of him. What are you doing? This is creepy, it's nasty, and I don't like it. Okay. And Sharice, you say he just got arrested again. Well, listen, what I do not like, and I don't trust it, because just because he got arrested again, they might let him out. He got all of this stuff on his record, and he continue to keep getting let out. They keep letting him out. They keep. What is we doing? So nasty, creepy stuff. Listen, let me let y'all finish watching it.
To do this. Like, what the actual fuck? And the whole time I'm thinking I'm fine because he hasn't said anything or touched me or anything. But then you notice that he goes over and does the same thing to this girl. And he'll crouch down low and pretend like he's doing something and then smell. I don't know. And the whole time I'm wondering why he's always around me. But this was our interaction.
What are you doing?
I was so
And did y'all hear how the time I shoot? What you doing? Uh, uh, eh, eh, uh, 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 Nope, nope, ain't no way. That's what I keep saying, Sean. But you give me just a minute. Let me get you real quick because uh he is doing the absolute most out here in these streets. Okay, so give me hold on. I'm gonna let y'all finish watching the TikTok.
freaked out when I turned around and saw him literally under me. And today we're going to Barnes& and Noble and getting Starbucks. So freaking close to me. So I decided to tell the front desk. He has like these red beads and he's like pretending like he's tying shoes and I think he's like smelling people. Maybe like around there. Oh, pull up imagine now. And then I try to walk to my car as fast as possible because I don't want to run into him. So I'm leaving now, but I just watched the video back because I was trying to figure out what he was doing so close to me, and it freaked like I'm so disgusted and I feel like really violated, even though you didn't touch me, but it just feels really gross and weird. And then I went up to the front to tell the lady because I didn't want him to do that to other people. And then as I was telling her, he was leaving. And so all
Girl, I wish you had gas, and I don't mean that in a way that is uncomfortable or hurt or nothing like that. And I know ladies don't really like to, pass gas and stuff like that. I get it. I get it. You want to be well. Hey, good morning, Kathy. Good morning. Good morning. You want to be cute and proper and prim. I get it. I get it. I understand. But I again would have fought it so hard. But then you say that, and he liable to like that type of stuff too. I mean, he's sniffing booties. Clearly can't know what's to come. I'm just saying, you out here sniffing, girl. I don't know what y'all gonna do with this man, but y'all keep letting him out and keep letting him do what he's doing. So hold on one second. Okay, now a serial creep from Los Angeles County is back on the streets after dozens of arrests for a slew of sex offenses and other crimes stretching back to 2005, despite being caught on video um, with a woman just a few days ago. Now, Crowder 37 was identified as a man seen on a viral TikTok video who appears to follow women around a Burbank Barnes and Noble store sniffing their backsides. Now, Glendale police arrested him for allegedly peeping i- on a Glendale home with children inside last week, according to authorities. Now, Crowder has felony convictions of robbery and burglary. Law enforcement told Fox News Digital, and despite having been ordered to register as a sex offender, his name did not appear on the state's registry when checked Wednesday morning. Now, Carter was accused of peeping into a Glendale home with children on August the 6th, and a Barnes& and Noble shopper posted her encounter with him on TikTok or to TikTok on August the 8th. He was arrested on Friday and walked free on Tuesday after a California judge placed him on probation. Now, Carter previously served time in state prison on burglary and robbery charges, and had been sentenced. I'm sorry, in February to a year in jail for incidents indecency exposure in Santa Carlotta. Court records show. Now, however, Carter was released early anyway. Law enforcement sources told Fox Digital News. Now, so what's the reason for y'all continuing to let this clown out over and over and over and over and over again? What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? Cause this ain't it. This ain't it. He is going to severely hurt somebody if they do not get him off of the streets. Now, these are the people that should not be on the streets. Like it is very disturbing, and I just want to know and hope that they do something about stuff like this. This right here is just this. Oh, y'all, I just got just that just got me. Mm-mm, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Okay, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Okay, so um. Child, I don't care about Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan. I really don't. But they supposed to be getting married. Girl, bye. Um, y'all saw that Britney Spears, and Sam allegedly wants to divorce Britney. Y'all saw that. That's been in the news this week, honey. They said because the jail is overcrowded. The jail is probably overcrowded with y'all giving people who you know what? I'm not gonna go there. You know what I'm saying in place of that. Y'all go ahead and bless the channel. Bless the channel. It is 10:48 a.m. Central Time and 11:48 Eastern Time. Go ahead and bless the channel. The Cash App and the Venmo will be in in the chat. Okay. I'll see the ones they need to keep they let out. The ones they keep usually are that's what I'm saying. And I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Get this man off the street. Get him off the street very, very fast before he fools around and do something really, really bad. Like really, really bad. And like hurt somebody that bad. Like, please. Okay. All right. I want to talk about this story right here. I saw this and I thought this was interesting. Now, an 11-year-old girl named Maria Gonzalez was found dead under her bed in her apartment in Pasadena, Texas. The heartbreaking discovery was made by her father, Carmelio Gonzalez, who had left her alone for work on Saturday. What makes this story even more chilling is the fact that Maria has sent her father a series of eerie text messages warning him about a stranger knocking on their apartment door. Now, the details surrounding Maria's death are still under investigation, but it has been confirmed that she was R-worded before being unalive. Now, her father, who initially received the distressing text from his daughter around 10 a.m. has been cleared as a suspect, leaving the police searching for other leads. Now, authorities believe that someone in the apartment complex may have witnessed the crime and are urging residents to come forward with any information that could aid their investigation. I told her, don't open the door because I'm arriving at work. And she responded, I am in my bed. Carmelio told Fox 26 that he later asked his relatives, who also reside in the building, to check on Maria since he hadn't heard back from her after that. When they headed to the apartment, the door was left open, but then couldn't find her. Now, Carmelio returned home at 3 p.m. and discovered his daughter's body inside a plastic bag placed in a laundry basket under the bed. Girl, first of all, first of all, uh, Carmelio, let me tell you something. If there were family members and relatives in that apartment complex and you knew she was getting it, or you knew these chilling text messages were coming, what? Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Look at them. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Ooh yeah. I, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Nope. 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 I'm not buying it. Now, if there are relatives that live in the same building and you were just getting to work, the details surrounding Maria's death are still under investigation, but it's been confirmed that she was R-worded before being unalive. Now, her father, who initially received the distressing text messages from his daughter around 10 a.m., has been cleared as a suspect, leaving the police searching for other leads. Authorities believe that someone in the apartment complex may have witnessed the crime and are urging residents to come forward with information. Now, I told her, don't open the door because I am arriving at work. And she responded, I'm in my bed. Carmelio told Fox 26 he later asked his relatives, who also reside in the building, to check on Maria since he hadn't heard back from her after that. You know, baby, 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 baby. I don't know who you trying to play for a fool. I don't know who you trying to play for a fool. But brother, I smell a bunch of bull crap in the air. Okay, Camilio Gonzalez. I smell a bunch of bull crap in the air. Now, how is it that you just so happen to, after you didn't receive text messages back and she told you she was in the bed, after you didn't receive no text messages back, you didn't ask your family after the fact to go, uh, 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 uh. That's what I'm saying. If relatives are living in the same building, clearly you could have left them with the relatives. You could have left the baby with something ain't right. Something ain't right here. Something just ain't right. Kathy, I believe it's the dad. Yeah, this is her dad. Hmm. Yep, this is her dad. Yeah, I don't.
Saturday morning at about 9. On Saturday afternoon, paramedics in Pasadena were sent to this apartment complex to help a child who was found not breathing. Little did they know, they'd arrived at the scene of a horrific murder.
Go ahead and get everybody out of the apartment, seal it off, and separate them.
Beneath a bed was 11-year-old Maria Elena Gonzalez, her body wrapped in a trash bag, stuffed in a laundry basket. One day later, her autopsy would show she'd been beaten, sexually assaulted, and strangled.
Very brutal, and you know, obviously it's also taken a toll on our officers that were out there and made the scene.
She was a good, quiet girl, says Maria Elena's father, Carmelo Gonzalez, as we sat down with him today. He says it's been 4 years since he and his daughter came to the U.S. from Guatemala, and 3 months since they moved into this apartment complex. He tells us he left for work. On Saturday afternoon, paramedics in Pasadena were sent to this apartment complex to help a child who was found not breathing. Little did they know, 45, just after 10 a.m., his daughter sent him a message saying there was somebody knocking at the door. He told her not to open it. She said she wouldn't and that she would stay in her bed. It was the last communication he would get from his daughter. I called and called and called, her father said, but she didn't answer me. Gonzalez called his brother and sister-in-law, who also live at the complex, asking them to go check on her. When they got to the unit, the door was open and they didn't see the girl. Saturday morning at about 9:45, just after 10, Gonzalez was the one who found his daughter when he got home after he looked under the bed. Now police say they're on the hunt for a dangerous child killer. They're still awaiting the results of forensic tests, but so far have no suspects. Police say there was no forced entry, and security cameras at the complex may not have been working at the time of the murder.
She was a sweet little girl, little angel, and
tonight neighbors react to the killing. They tell us they threw a party for Maria Elena just a few weeks ago when she celebrated her 11th birthday. Now they're afraid for their own children.
to bring my daughter over here, no. And I'm just scared, like going to work and what's going to happen. Like, no, I don't want to think like that, but I don't feel safe here.
Gonzalez was the one who found his daughter when.
So my thing is this. My thing is this. Okay, if your brother and your sister-in-law stay in the same complex, why didn't if she was texting you saying she was scared, why at that or someone was knocking on the door, why at that particular time did you not call your brother and tell your brother to get down there because somebody is coming after your daughter? You are full of bull crap. Okay? Because if my daughter calling me telling me that somebody is knocking on the door and I'm telling her don't open the door to strangers, I'm gonna be calling the police. I'm gonna be calling my brother. Go over there and check. You can get there before the police get there. See who over there knocking on the door. What kind of man? You don't get out of here if you don't get out of here. What sense do that make? What sense do that make? If I'm calling you, if I'm telling you in the moment that someone is knocking on the door, I'm here at work, I know you by yourself, and I know my brother lives in the same apartment complex. Why wouldn't I call my brother and tell my brother to go down and check on my daughter before did not receive any text messages? Come on, this is bull crap. No forced entry, so they had to get in. Right. You got to make this make sense to me. I was like, wait, what? Hey, making your headache. What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Um, so he's the only one that looked under the bed. Right. Just coincidentally looked up under the bed, child. I'm gonna tell you something. This definitely sounds fishy. Because like I said, I'm trying to figure out if you knew your daughter was possibly in danger. Some stranger knocking on the door. Why wouldn't you then be like, bro, I don't even know how you say bro in Spanish. But Nino, no, Nino's nephew, ain't it? Let me quit. Let me quit because this is serious moment. Let me quit. Let me quit. Let me quit. Um, I needed that chuckle. But I'm trying to figure out why you ain't call your brother and say, bro, go check on your knees. Like something ain't right about this. It's either the family member, amigo. Okay, well, amigo, go check on your 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 El Nina. Something. I don't know. But figure it out. Figure out how to say it in Spanish. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. Something ain't right here. Some in the buttermilk ain't clean. Some in the buttermilk ain't clean. It ain't clean. Yeah, I'm saying that's the only thing that makes sense to me, Kathy. Because if I know, first of all, I'm gonna call the police too. I'm gonna call my brother because I know my brother can get to her first. Then I'm gonna call the police. There's somebody beating on our door, knocking on our door. I told my daughter this. I just want to call y'all and get it on the record that somebody is uh meddling my daughter. But I get it. You weren't gonna call the police and tell the police you left your 11-year-old daughter at the house. I get it. But if that was the case, I'm rushing home, calling my brother, seeing what my brother see. If my brother sees something, that we calling the police. Period. 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 So I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. Well, listen, y'all. That was pretty much the topics that I wanted to talk about. Chico is boy in Spanish. Okay, well, go over there and check on the Chico. Or I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Y'all know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but y'all get the point. Go over there and check on your. Go over there and check on your nephew. Call and have your nephew checked on. That's just period. Like that's crazy to me. And that he's been cleared as a suspect. Well, I've seen time and time again where people do stuff like this allegedly. They be cleared as a suspect in the beginning, but honey, then they be a suspect after that. After they investigate and get all the evidence. She's really only 10 more than 11. I think 11 is okay in most jurisdictions. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Uh, One thing I was born yesterday, and you're not about to make me believe that you're the only one that checked under the bed. Not only that though, Gabby, but I'm just trying to figure out. You knew to instantly come in, check under the bed. Not only that, but y'all, come on, y'all with kids. If you got a text message from your child saying that somebody was beating on the door, and you told them, do not answer the door, most of us is probably gonna tell our child to hide. I ain't no parent, but I'm just thinking, just trying to think, right? I would tell my child hide or do something until some help can get there. Clearly, got a key. Somebody got a key, and if you gonna call, I would call my brother. Hey, go check on my baby. She said somebody is beating on the door, knocking on the door. Maybe you can see who it is. Maybe you can just walk down there, kind of let me know what's going on, and then I'll call the police after that. It just didn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense to me. That don't make sense to me. Yeah, if my child is in danger, bump the job. Bump the job. I'm gonna have to do whatever I need to do. He went all day at work after knowing someone was at the door. Did he check back with her call text? I wouldn't be able to work. If I got a text from my child like that. That's what I'm saying. That's the part that's confusing me. Because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to check on my baby now. You know, got to go, y'all. Because I got to go check on my baby. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't make a lot of sense to me. But I could be wrong for thinking like that because some ain't right. He wasn't even crying, tells me he knows more. Now, this was report. What day was this reported? This was yesterday, I think. Yeah, one day ago. Let me look it up and see if there's any updates. Hold on. Because I am in my mind still trying to figure out how you get off so easy. Okay, community rallies around family of unalive. I want to know some details about the mom. Okay, now on Thursday, detectives were back to the small Pasadena apartment where 11-year-old girl was essayed and unalived on Saturday. They are still looking for her unalive. Now, according to the Pasadena Police Department chief, Jeff, Carmelo Gonzalez told officers that he had left for work at about 9:45 a.m. Just after 10 a.m., his daughter Maria Gonzalez texted him that someone was knocking on their door. Carmelio sent relatives over to check on his daughter. When they could not find her, he returned to the apartment. Carmelio found his daughter's body under her bed. This is unforgivable, Carmelio's coworker, Azalea Castillo, told ABC 13. Castillo works at Castillo works with Carmelo at Work Delight, a Chinese restaurant just a few minutes from his apartment. She said that they worked 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. We open at 10 a.m., we close at 10 p.m. And we're here consistently, she added. He was working like everybody else trying to survive. I'm reading this slow, y'all. I'm sure this is getting on y'all nerves, but I'm reading this slow for a reason. Okay. Because I'm trying to make sense of this stuff. I really am. Okay. Um Now her voice cracked as she explained it was on a day that he could have been home, but he couldn't. He needed it. On Thursday, detectives took Carmelio to the station to help him connect him with victim services so he could begin making arrangements for his daughter's body. He wants to bring her home to Guatemala, where her mother and younger sister still live. It's expensive, Castillo said. She set up a small display in front of the store with donations, with a donation jar and Maria's photograph. Wednesday, I had a gentleman come in and he said God sent him here. She cried. We prayed. He said God's going to send angels so that they're going to be able to find the person who did it. Now, Castillo also hopes that Carmelio will also be able to put the money towards things like rent because he is currently too grief struck to work. Honey, okay. Now I wish I could do more. I wish I could do more, but I have to work, and so I have to be here. He said next Saturday, August the 26th, a plate sale sponsored by Meat Plant will be held at 7130 um, Navigation Boulevard. Now the family they're in their feelings right now. They're you know they're mourning. So they need a team of people to support them, to be behind them, to set up everything on the backside. Um, so that's what we're here to do. Okay. Okay, now on Thursday, which was yesterday, April Aguirre helped Carmelio put together a GoFundMe for funeral expenses. She told ABC 13 that she wanted to help him. She wanted to help because her own niece was shot and unalived as well. Now, I know what this family is going through. We understand that there's a language barrier, and we are here to be that bridge, Aguirre said. Now, Aguirre also helped translate for Crime Stoppers. Andy Cannon said that they are currently offering $5,000 reward for information in this case. Now, Pasadena police said that they have experienced some pushback from the community, with many afraid to speak up because of their immigration status. Now, don't be scared. Just talk to the local authorities because they need your help. So that kind of made me side eye too. That's that now that right there is making me side eye some stuff. Check them work cameras, sir. Did you ever go to work? Huh? And the cameras just so coincidentally don't work on that property. I don't believe they probably worked it out. Y'all, no shade, no shade, no shade, no shade, no shade. When I say this, but y'all saw the apartment complex. Hmm. He took his daughter, brought his daughter from to the U.S., and they lived here along. But the brother was just coincidentally here as well. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Check the brother. Check the daughter. I mean the sister-in-law. Check everybody. Check everybody, cause something ain't it. Something ain't right. Check everybody. Check everybody in the surrounding areas, cause something ain't right. Check the brother-in-law. I mean, check the brother. Check the sister-in-law. Check the kids. Check everybody that's around, cause something is not right. Y'all know we gonna keep up with that story. We definitely gonna keep up with that story because I was sent that story several times yesterday, and I kept looking at that thing, and I was thinking in my mind, I don't believe this. I believe the daddy got something to do with it, and that's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm going to push back our live for this right here. I'm gonna do 4 p.m. Central Time, so that's 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and we're gonna do this on the backup channel. We're gonna go in depth with this story right here. If you guys don't remember, this happened a couple years ago. Um, and well, I say a couple years ago, it was more than a couple years ago. This happened in 2016, right here in Texas. And so I want to make sure that we get into this and that we figure this thing out. And like I said, I want to listen to some old stuff that he did a couple of interviews where he just told a bunch of lies. And I knew instantly, y'all, not gonna lie to y'all. I knew instantly when this boy said when he was paused, he was so calm on the 911 call that I knew at that point he was trying to sound hysterical, but it wasn't working for him. I knew at that point that boy had unalived his parents. So he's been convicted and he is now going to be serving a life sentence in prison for doing this. But we're going to talk about it in depth on the backup channel. Subscribe to the backup channel. Listen, if y'all not a part of Patreon, get a part of Patreon because we'll have an in-depth conversation about a couple of things over there, such as we talked about Juanita. We're gonna talk about Bishop Doyle Jones, this alleged child, okay, and a couple of other things. So make sure you guys check it out. One thing I want on this channel and my other channel is I want a diversity of content, meaning that you can enjoy whatever it is you choose to enjoy. I know for some people, true crime is just like everything to them, but just listening to crime stories or situations is just like what people like to do. Now, I like to listen to true crime as well, but I also like to bring justice where justice is due. So y'all check this out. We're gonna be into that for sure. Hey, Deshonda, what's going on, Mimi? How are you? Lord have mercy. Okay. Um, Oh, Mimi just coming in. Story is so sad. Someone knew the father's schedule. In my opinion, I don't know. I don't know if they knew the father's schedule or the father knew his schedule a whole lot more, Veronica. Because to me, mm, I, eh, I ain't putting that on nobody else. I'm gonna leave that in the house. You know what I'm saying? It is for me. I think I missed my calling. Yeah, I listen. Subscribe to the backup channel. All right. Go ahead and hit that like button on this video. Join Patreon. Patreon is $4 to join. Or you can join the membership here. I do share some of the links, most of the links here as well to the members only on the channel, especially if you pay for the $4.99 tier. So shout out to all of the members. Shout out to the official Don Dons, the members, and the Patreon members. Thank you to those of you who joined Patreon. Y'all are so dope. I appreciate it. Now listen, it's scrolling across the bottom. It's Friday, and I appreciate you all for tuning in this morning. I knew I just wanted to come chat it up with y'all about some things that have been going on throughout the week. Now, I have something for y'all though. Um, Y'all know that I do hot topics with Chef Don Don. And I know that you guys have seen where I have done episodes with the real estate insider, Scotty by Nature TV, Jeremy Speaks TV, Millie Chung, and Schoolboy. Schoolboy made her comeback. Shout out to Schoolboy. Schoolboy has the highest number of views for our hot topic episodes. It was just so dope to be able to sit down and have these conversations and just talk about what's going on in the news with these people. However, we getting ready to do something that I think you guys are going to totally be interested in. Um, and I I'm gonna go ahead and tell Patreon members and members only what's gonna go down. Okay. I think I'm gonna tell Patreon members and yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna tell Patreon members and members only what's about to go down. It's about to be good though. It's about to be good. I promise y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love it. And so we'll be back soon. You guys will have an air date soon of when we come back for part 2 of season 2. Okay. I had to break it down because of the episodes, the amount of episodes. So we're gonna do 10 episodes for this season, and this was just for part 2. Okay. So I appreciate that. All right. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you so much, Kathy. I appreciate it. I appreciate anybody who is definitely in Patreon. I appreciate y'all. Um, I try to always keep a lower tier for people who I know are going through things. But there's only so low that Patreon will allow us to go. I think the lowest you can go is $3.75 or something like that. It may be $3 even. I can't remember exactly, but they only make you go so low because they still take their cut out of it as well. Okay. So listen, y'all, I appreciate y'all for tuning in on this Friday. If y'all feel like blessing the channel, you're more than welcome to do so. even if you do watch the replay of this. But most of all, hitting that like button is a free way of pushing the videos up in the algorithm so that everybody can see them and be suggested to watch them. Um, I want to give a shout out to a couple of people here. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Melody Cherie Rogers. She is out here doing her thing with Jay Bolin. I am loving every bit of her stomping on these looks, honey. She is killing these looks. So shout out to her. Shout out to everyone who is going to be involved in the whole Essence thing. I believe that this weekend, if I'm not mistaken, right? I've seen DJ Richie Sky. I've seen Winter from Love and Marriage DC. I've seen several of the Bell Collective women. Also, too, y'all, there's no new episode of Bell Collective. So I just want y'all to know that from my understanding, they're on a hiatus for about a month, I believe. And allegedly, I don't know what this is, what Carlos has going on. And I'm quite sure that it's the network ordering it this way. But Love and Marriage DC, we haven't even gotten the second part of Love and Marriage DC, and they've already filmed their reunion. They filmed their reunion on Tuesday. You also have Bell Collective getting ready to film their reunion, and we haven't even gotten the second half, haven't even gotten a trailer, haven't gotten anything. So I don't know how I don't like this filming schedule when it comes to the reunion. I feel like they starting to film these reunions too far ahead of time, especially considering that most of Carlos' shows happen offline as well. I mean, happen on Instagram as well. Okay, on social media. So I feel like it's weird to do that. Typically, if they're gonna break it up like that, the reunion would need to be filmed until maybe halfway through the second season, just in case things are said or done. Now, I'm just going to assume based off of Ashley Silver's post, I'm going to assume that they allowed them to watch all 10 episodes that they have coming out before they film the reunion. I also think that's a disadvantage to the cast. Just being honest. Just being honest, I don't think that's fair to the cast to bone rush them with 10 episodes and then tell them, oh, you got to film the reunion, because a lot of stuff comes after the reunion taping, if we were going to be honest. So we got to go through another whole 10 episodes of them throwing shade back and forth on social media, giving clarity on certain situations, and we're not even going to discuss it at the reunion because you don't know what social media is going to react to. I don't know. It just seems weird. But anyway, just want to bring y'all that little bit of tea. So I appreciate you all for tuning in. I'm about to get ready to get off of here. I will get some other stuff done. I'm gonna tune into remember, I'm gonna push the live on the backup channel back to later on this evening. And I'll see y'all there. Okay. Y'all have a great rest of your Friday. Stay cool, because child, I don't even know if I should say this publicly. It may be used against me. But Eckhart, in case if y'all don't know, those are the people who controls the grids here in Texas. They are asking us to voluntarily save energy by putting our thermostats on 82 degrees until later on when the sun goes down. Run fans, because if you run fans, the fans will make it 4 to 5 degrees cooler in the house than what it, girl. Y'all, I I can't. All of Texas is going to be affected by this. So um yeah, I'm praying for everybody. Stay hydrated, stay cool, stay blessed. Uh, you know, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Patreon members, y'all get ready. I got something for y'all. All right. All right. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. And thank you so much for tuning And yeah, child, because they say there's gonna be 112 today. Yeah, they tripping. 82 degrees, 112 degrees outside. Make that make sense, child. I'm over it. Y'all need to come do something with Hot Wheels. Get Hot Wheels out of here. We are sick of Hot Wheels. We are sick of Hot Wheels. We are sick of Hot Wheels. Yes, we are sick of Hot Wheels.